Hey, what's going on, y'all? This your boy E-Bike Life. I'm finna do another video, and this is kind of concerning, you know what I'm saying? There's a little topic, a little bit debate, as you might say. One of my subscribers, X-Ray XL, I think I pronounced the name right. But he asked me a question about have I driven or rode a mid-drive DOI, and I just told him no, because I'm too in love with these hub drives and everything. And but I'm explain to you why that I choose a hub drive over a mid drive. If you know, I'm sweating a lot. I'm out here doing some little calisthenics, working out, just trying to stay in shape and everything. You know, I'm getting old. You know, so gotta just keep up the aesthetics and everything. And then, you know, I pedal, you know, a lot. So, you know, anyways, I'm finna go ahead and to explain to you why I like my hub drives over mid drives. This is my opinion. You know what I mean? Everybody got different opinions of what they like. There's flavors, you know what I'm saying? You got options. You got your mid drive and you got the hub drive, you know what I mean? So people choose the mid drive because they're more lighter. It's a little bit sophisticated, but it's lighter, a little bit compact, and it just makes the bike feel more nimble, I guess. Riding off road, maybe going uphill, a steep hill at that, you know what I'm saying? But that's comparing a low power hub drive though, you know what I'm saying? That's like if you're comparing like a Bafang 1000 watt mid drive versus a 1000 watt hub drive, then yeah, that's gonna beat it up the hill. It's gonna beat it on takeoff too, because the mid drive is using the darn the bike's cassette, you know what I'm saying, the gear set, to get it going. But a lot of people don't really talk about the drawbacks of mid drives. A lot of people talk about the drawbacks of the hub drive. Yeah, oh, it can't go up hills, accelerate slow, they're heavy, which I agree to the most extent. I really do agree. They are heavy. The hub drive is heavy, and you know, but you'll get used to it. You really do. I got used to it, and so let me go ahead and turn this camera around and just show you my bike. But like I say, y'all done seen it already. You know, y'all know what it's got and everything. So I'm just gonna turn the camera around, okay? As you can see, this is my bike, and to tell you the truth, it's a little overkill. You know, I didn't know what I was getting. I was a little green to this e-bike thing when I first started off, because my intention was to get a 1500 watt hub drive and just a basic controller, you know, at least about 45 amp controller or something, and just drive around. I was gonna build, my whole family one, as a matter of fact, and I'm still planning on. I got my oldest son's mom, she wants one, and then my wife, she wants one. So I'm gonna build them one. They're gonna be on 26 inches, you know, a little beach cruiser style. But anyways, like I say, this is gonna be a debate that I want a lot of people to comment on and tell me what y'all thoughts, or correct me about the hub drive versus the mid drive. Now, let me tell you something. Oh shoot, what's going on over there? See the police? I can't zoom in. Oh, there you go. Something's going on over there. He did something to a bike, bicycle. So let's zoom in out of that and get back. Oh, there they go. Oh, he pulling somebody over. Boy, that dang, man, I'm sorry being nosy. That just unexpected. I don't know, they pulling somebody over. I don't know, maybe he was jaywalking, crossing the road unexpected or something. You know, it's a lot of bikers out here, so we're gonna go ahead and get back to our video. Okay, so I'm back, y'all. That was unexpected right there. But anyways, so hub drive versus mid drive. Okay, now this is, like I say, this is my opinion only. You know what I'm saying? This is not based on, you know, my experience on mid drives and everything, just for what I've seen on YouTube, and we're going to talk about that. Okay, so like I say, that this hub motor in the back, it's a QS 5000 V3 40H, 3.5 turn, and like I say, it's more than capable of putting out, I guess, 10,000 watts. I don't know. I know that when I was accelerating on the watt meter, it was reaching towards 8,000 watts. But so here's the thing. Now, I'm not saying that my bike is the fastest, because I didn't really intend to make this bike fast, you know. So about this setup right here, okay. There's a mid drive that I seen one time on YouTube. It's a I think it's a CYC 5,000 watt mid drive, and it was racing the Suron, okay. And if you notice that when they were starting to race, and the guy said, well, the CYC beat the Suron off the line, and I totally disagree with that. You can see it in the videos that the Suron actually got the mid drive offline, and they both mid drives as a matter of fact. But the Suron got the CYC DY bike off the line. Then I mean the Suron, yeah. And then the CYC, that mid drive just came and sucked them in. But hold on. But you know that the guy that was on the CYC mid drive, I think it was a Specialized. I think that bike is orange. He was pedaling, so he had to help that motor get off the line. Just watch the video. Just watch it, and you'll agree, like, oh, dang, sure right. So it's racing the stock Suron, you know what I mean? So a lot of people was comparing, you know, saying, oh, no, a lot of people saying that kit is very powerful and everything. It goes up to 60 miles an hour or whatever. I forgot what it said though. But anyways, it was running 72-volt battery and all that stuff right here. But here's the thing. I ain't ridden a mid-drive bike, but and correct me if I'm wrong. Just like I say, take the words out of my mouth. But I'm telling you right now, if somebody came here with the same setup, the CYC mid-drive, 5,000 watts, 72-volt battery, whatever control they get, and race this setup right here, I guarantee you 100% that this setup right here would outrun that mid-drive. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna put money where my mouth, put my you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, this bike right here would outrun that CYC. And I'm talking about, and you can't even gun it, just like they did on that video. You can't stab the throttle on this bike. Cause you want to know why? Cause soon as you stab that throttle on that bike, it's gonna 12 o'clock. It's gonna stand straight up. And how I know this, because 2 people already did it. They look at this bike, they don't feel intimidated because, oh, it's a basic hub motor, oh, that's just a controller that's big and it doesn't get hot. That's why it's so big and everything. And that's a carrying case, a little small battery in there. So they really look at this as just a electric bike that does maybe about 15-20 miles an hour, and it's good for off-roading. And they get on it and they don't know the power, and they stab that throttle and they 12 o'clock around their butts. And that's why I don't let really nobody ride my bikes no more, because my next neighbor just crashed my son's bike yesterday, the little small BMX 1000 bike, and they rode electric bikes. They got a Mac wheel, and it's a 250 watt, and they ride around all the time. And they wanted to ride my son's bike. I said, be careful. And I saw it on power mode 3. That would make it even worse. I saw it on power mode 3, and it wheelies and everything. And what happened was, when they tried to turn around, come back, and gave it too much power, and the whole thing slipped right from under them, and they broke the hall sensor about right here, and they broke the hall sensor. So anyways, so you can't really compare that mid drive against a hub drive, especially when it's the equal 5,000 watts versus 5,000 watts. This thing will go up the hill just fine. Matter of fact, if you try to throw this up the hill, it's gonna stand straight up on you. You know what I mean? And now, like I say, yeah, they heavy. Don't get me wrong, they heavy. But you know what I'm saying? They got some drawbacks in the mid drive. Okay, you get a high power mid drive like that CYC and everything, and and get a decent controller or whatever, you're gonna start messing up this cassette. Man, I seen people on YouTube with a bent cassette because of that, and a pop chain. Man, shoot, you try to ride that thing up in the mountains, and you pop that darn chain, good luck getting it home. Shoot, especially out there in California, where it's 120 degrees now. Boy, you finna die. You better make sure you have some water on you. But the hub drive is a lot more reliable, to sort of speak. It's just reliable, you know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about. The only thing you might have to worry about is the battery, you know what I'm saying, being dead for a long time or something like that, you know. But like I say, as far as I saw on YouTube, I've been searching everything. I see the things, the 1,000 watts, and they got the 500, and I think it's 750. And you know, I see them going off road with them. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't misjudge nobody because they choose a mid drive over hub drive. You know what I'm saying? That's what they like, man. I mean, we all have certain taste in what we want out of our DIY bikes, but I'm just saying that when it comes above like 3,000 watts on the hub drives, there's really no comparison, to tell you the truth, because these hub drives, they more than capable of doing anything you throw at it. Why you think they on the step bumpers and stuff? Why you ain't got no mid drive? And we're not talking about no QS 138 mid drive, them big humongous motors that's running on this 772 200 controller. Now we talking about DIY hub drive versus a DIY mid drive, and 3,000 watts versus 3,000 watts. While you shifting gears, while you trying to shift gears, you putting that darn mid drive in the lowest gear possible, because you got to start from there. You can't start off in the highest gear possible, because this hub drive is gonna eat you up. It's gonna eat you up for breakfast. I'm trying to tell you, because this, even though this okay, that go an e-bike right there. so anyways, so the mid drive got to start in the lowest gear possible, just to start off and everything. So okay, then get the hill climb and everything. So we go to race. So this hub drive, it's only, it really don't have no gear ratio. I guess what, 1-to-1 or something like that. So it's stuck in overdrive now. This is stuck in overdrive. The mid drive, it got gears. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be shifting gears and everything. You got to have these sensors, the shift sensors right here located right here. So when you do shift, you don't have that power going straight to that darn cassette while you shifting gears, or you're gonna damage your cassette or even pop the chain. So while you shifting gears and everything, this hub drive is picking up speed already, and it's going. You know what I mean? This is a powerful hub motor stuck in overdrive, and it's like your mid drive is like a stick shift. You know what I'm saying? Like a stick shift in a Camaro. While you shifting gears, I'm in the automatic. Automatic gonna, unless you a damn good shifter, that automatic gonna come. That automatic gonna go. It's gonna keep going. That's how it is in these bikes right here. You know what I mean? So when they're comparing, when I'm seeing on YouTube, when they're comparing a hub drive versus a, all right. So anyways, that was my wife calling. I was she was telling me that my daughter was gonna be parent pickup day. So anyways, so yeah, it's just that there's some drawbacks to both of them, the mid drive and the hub drive. You know, I think, like I say, the hub drive is more reliable, and it's a lot quieter. You don't have the gearing sound, you know, whining sound like it's like a supercharger, like a Dodge Hellcat fixing to come at you. You know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? This is really quiet, especially if you got a sine wave controller. You know what I'm saying? The square wave controller, it sounds like the hub drive got gears in it. You know, gears in that's running low on oil. I mean, if I'm making any sense. So, well, like I say, when you know, they have they pros and cons. You know, like I say, and that's why a lot of manufacturers is putting mid drives in a full suspension bike, because you know it's just lighter, and you can, you know, saying you can do more stream stuff. Hey, what's going on? All right. So you can do more extreme riding with the mid drive, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's about it. But like I say, I mean, I don't do 10-foot jumps and everything with it. You know, I do a lot of trail riding with my boys with the hub drive and everything. So all three of my bikes got hub drives. But and another thing is, you know, saying it's more sophisticated. You know, saying you have to, I mean, with a mid drive, you have to actually take the the crank system out, the bracket and everything. I take this completely apart, and then however you put the motor, you know, you kind of lose a little bit of ground clearance, you know, with the mid drive, but the hub drive, you don't have that. And another thing that choose the hub drive versus a mid drive is that it's cheaper. That's all there is to it. It's just a lot cheaper to get a hub drive motor, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's a little bit easier to install, you know, just a little heavier to maneuver, but it's easier to install, you know. So I mean, then you have I mean, people will know that, you know, this is more of a DIY bike because it's not really manufactured from a you know, company. So, and then another thing too I noticed on YouTube about hub drive is that, oh, you gotta have a good frame to put these in, and to me that is not true. I mean, as you can see, I got this this hub drive on, the hub drive on this Sren Axum DP, and it's holding up just fine. I wheelie the darn thing every time, most of the time, but not all the time. And you can a good Walmart bike is just fine. Like I say, I got three names. You can either put it on the Sren Axum DP, you can put it on the Sren Taft, the Sren Taft, or you can put it on the Sren Boundary. The reason why I chose this because this one comes with the 2.60 tires. There's another bike, it's called the Kent, and the Kent actually comes with Suntour forks. So that is another good bike, and it's only $398, I think, at Walmart. And like I say, it comes with Suntour forks and everything. Now, to get off the conversation of hub drive, mid drives, is that I just don't understand why Sren, they put a clutch on the Boundary, but they don't put a clutch on a top dollar bike like this Sren Axum. But they got a dropper post on it, but it should have came with a clutch. That was just my opinion, okay? But anything is like, say, when you got a mid drive, you know, yeah, it's better because of the gearing. You can use the gears when, I guess, if a low power against a low power hub motor. Now, we ain't talking about no high power stuff. We talking about low power, using the gears. You can go up the hills and everything. But like I say, you got to be careful with the mid drives. You got to get a good chain. You got to get a good strong cassette, because if you don't, and you putting that high power mid drive on there, especially the C1C mid drive, I think the Bafang 1002, you putting those kits on this thing, and like I say, you can be breaking chains and bending the cassettes. I've seen that happen before, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, so just don't get it twisted that these mid drives are so next level, because like I say, these hub drives, they still doing this thing. They still performing well, and that's all there's to it. Yeah, they heavy, but man, you get over it. You can get around that. Believe me, because I did on mine, and I love it. I'm proud of my bike. I'm proud of what I did. You know what I'm saying? I built it straight from scratch, right in my house, right in my apartment, and it's performing beautiful. It's faster than where I need to go. That's another viewer that watched my channel. He's like, man, this e-bike is way too fast. It's faster than what he needed to go, and I agree. It is fast. It's scary, you know what I mean? And I don't know why it's scary, but I guess because it's so small. You know, it's not big like a motorcycle where the people, you know what I'm saying, like people in cars can see you. You know what I mean? They don't expect the darn bike like this traveling at 50, 60 mile an hour down the road. Heck no. So I get where you know, it's dangerous. I get where they come from. It's scary though. But just because these bikes can do 60 doesn't mean you should. You know what I mean? It's just the power to just to go off road, to go up the hills and everything. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was, like I said, that was my thoughts on hub drive versus mid drives and everything. You know, so there's some pros and cons to both of them. Like I say, there's rider flavors. That's why people manufacture make them, because you can, just like Android and Apple. If you don't like Android, you got an iPhone. Android has a lot of phones. Apple only has one. It's just like I guess I'm comparing the hub drive to mid drive. You know, there's a bunch of flavors to a hub drive, you know, so, but there's only a few mid drives, you know what I mean? So there you go. But anyways, that was my thoughts on hub drive versus mid drives. And if, like I say, feel free to comment down below, because I will respond instantly. You know, if I see it, I'm going to respond, and just let me know what you think. If you can find somebody that has one, you can find somebody that has a mid drive that can run with this bike in particular, feel free to let me know. And I'm not, like I say, I'm talking about DIY now. I ain't talking about no big motor now. I'm talking about that CYC bike. That particular bike in general. I don't think it'll outrun this bike, really, to tell you the truth. If y'all agree with me, say amen. But anyways, but like I say, you if you get a high powered hub drive, you can put it on a frame like this. You don't need no GT Specialized or tricks. You don't need them $1,000 bikes, man. You can go just fine with, you can do just fine with these bikes, know what I mean? So anyways, if y'all want me to do some more talks on e-bikes, let me know. I mean, I don't have a lot of experience in these e-bikes that much anyways. I just happen to know how to get around and to set them up properly, and just have them to run, you know, run decent, you know what I mean? So let me know if I missed anything out too on these hub drive versus mid drive topic debate, because yeah, I know it's going to turn into a debate. I know it's going to be some fanboys out there that's going to say, oh, you freaking wrong. I'm waiting. I'm going to be sitting at the house waiting on these comments. So anyways, I'm going to go home, and I got to go get ready to get my kids out of school, and go grab Jacoy, get his bike ready, because he ride his bike to school, and Jamarion, which is my oldest son, he ride his bike to school too. We had to book it this morning. We was running late. And that was a good thing, because yesterday I did a video on his battery, and it's actually performing well. I mean, no reheating, no nothing, and he was on level 5, and we was pegged, you know what I'm saying? But we was still cautious at the same time. We wasn't running fast where we're not seeing cars and everything, you know, so we was careful. So anyways, this your boy again, E-Bike Life. I'm gonna sign off, and I will see you on it. All right, yeah. I just got home from the park and everything, but I just wanted to mention that I wasn't really trying to mock on the mid drives and everything, and they have their place and everything. And I just wanted to say that the CYC kit, the 5,000 watt kit, it looks very nice, and it has high quality parts in it. It's just I just prefer my hub drives and everything. So just let y'all know, I wasn't really saying that mid drives are trash, because they're actually good, and they have a reason why they exist today. So okay, just want to put that out there.